In the heart of the Amazon, where life pulses in a million different forms, there lies a constant, hidden war. Here, survival is an art, and every creature is a masterpiece of evolution. But which among them wears the crown of danger? The green anaconda, the razor-toothed piranha, the electrifying eel. While these giants command respect, the most lethal killer in the Amazon is something you might not even see. It's microscopic, silent, and rides on the wings of one of the jungle's most common inhabitants. This is not a story about size or strength. It's a story about a tiny predator with an outsized impact. Welcome to the world of the Amazon's deadliest creature. The Amazon rainforest spans 9 countries, a colossal green expanse covering over 2 million square miles. It's a world teeming with life, from the 400 billion trees reaching for the sun to the countless species that call this vibrant ecosystem home. This is the planet's lung, a force of nature that dictates weather patterns and shelters unparalleled biodiversity. Too many. It is the soul of South America, but its influence is global, a life-giving system essential for the health of our entire world. Through this green labyrinth flows the mighty Amazon River, a titan among waterways, pouring more fresh water into the Atlantic than the next 7 largest rivers combined. Its power is so immense that even hundreds of miles offshore, the ocean's saltiness is diluted by its flow, its waters stained brown by the silt, carried from deep within the continent. This river is a cradle of life, home to thousands of species, from the elusive pink river dolphin to the notorious piranha. Its tributaries branch out like the veins of a giant, nourishing every corner of this vast wilderness. In these murky, life-giving waters, a legendary hunter lies in wait. Silent, imposing, the green anaconda, true sovereign of the jungle's depths, with only its eyes breaking the surface. Its body, as thick as a man's thigh, remains concealed below. These serpentine giants can grow to over 25 feet and weigh more than 400 pounds, making them one of the heaviest snakes on Earth. The anaconda has no venom, no sharp claws. Its power is pure, constricting force. Once it ambushes its prey, it coils its immense body around the victim, squeezing with relentless pressure until the heart gives out. Caimans, capybaras, and even jaguars have fallen victim to its suffocating embrace. Official records of attacks on humans are rare, but local legends whisper different tales. Stories of lone fishermen who never returned, of impossibly large tracks leading from the riverbank into the water. Whether myth or reality, the anaconda embodies the raw, untamed power of the Amazon, a place where secrets are guarded by the shadows. In those same rivers, another notorious predator makes its presence known. Faster and armed with a reputation for ferocity, the piranha. Hollywood has painted it as a bloodthirsty monster, but the truth is far more nuanced. Of the more than 60 species, most are relatively harmless, content to feed on seeds and fallen fruit. However, when the dry season concentrates them in shrinking pools, or the scent of blood permeates the water, a primal instinct awakens. They can attack in a frenzied swarm, their razor interlocking teeth slicing through flesh with terrifying efficiency. The black piranha, for instance, possesses a bite force 30 times its own body weight, one of the most powerful in the animal kingdom. In a matter of minutes, a large animal can be stripped to the bone, a stark reminder that in the Amazon, size is not the only measure of danger. Deeper in the muddy channels, a different kind of power lurks. A creature that hunts not with teeth or muscle, but with invisible force. The electric Isla living, breathing battery. Technically a type of knifefish, not a true eel. This bizarre animal can reach lengths of 8 feet and generate staggering electrical shocks of up to 600 volts. More than enough to incapacitate a human or a horse. Its body contains thousands of specialized cells called electrocytes, which act like tiny batteries stacked in a series. By discharging them all at once, the eel unleashes a powerful jolt to stun prey or defend itself. It uses smaller pulses for navigating the murky water. In this river of wonders, evolution has harnessed the very power of electricity, creating a hunter unlike any other. When night descends upon the rainforest, a different cast of characters emerges from the shadows. Gliding through the darkness is one of nature's most specialized and misunderstood predators, the vampire bat. No larger than a teacup, this creature has an unsettling diet. It feeds exclusively on blood, using its heat-sensing nose to locate a warm-blooded victim, typically sleeping cattle or large birds. It makes a tiny, painless incision with its razor-sharp incisors. It doesn't suck the blood but laps it up as it flows, its saliva containing an anticoagulant that prevents clotting. Remarkably, scientists have studied this very enzyme to develop life-saving drugs that treat blood clots in humans. It's a profound lesson from the jungle, even within its most feared creatures. The Amazon hides the potential for healing, but the anaconda, the piranha, the electric eel, and the vampire bat are not the Amazon's deadliest threat. That title belongs to something far smaller and far more pervasive: the mosquito. Of the hundreds of species in the Amazon, some are vectors for devastating diseases: malaria, dengue fever, and yellow fever. These tiny insects are responsible for more human deaths than any other animal in the rainforest, and indeed, the world. They don't have the brute force of a jaguar or the venom of a snake. Their weapon is a silent, microscopic payload delivered with a simple bite. For the indigenous tribes, isolated communities, and even the researchers who venture into the jungle, the mosquito is a constant, indiscriminate threat. They breed in the countless pools of standing water, their population exploding during the wet season. While explorers of old feared large predators, it was often the mosquito-borne fevers that claimed their lives. The true danger in the Amazon isn't always what you can see coming. Sometimes, it's the barely audible buzz that signals the greatest peril. For the hundreds of indigenous communities and the more than 100 uncontacted tribes living in the Amazon, this threat is a part of daily life. These groups have lived in harmony with the forest for millennia, their existence woven into the fabric of the jungle. The forest provides them with everything: food, shelter, medicine, and spiritual meaning. When modern aircraft fly over their remote clearings, they often retreat into the dense foliage or, on occasion, fire arrows is a clear signal to be left alone. To them, the outside world represents an existential threat. A common cold or flu brought by outsiders could decimate an entire tribe that has no natural immunity. As a result, governments have enacted laws to protect these isolated peoples, forbidding direct contact and creating vast reserves to preserve their sovereignty. They are the silent guardians of an ancient way of life, a living link to humanity's past. The Amazon is more than a jungle. It's a living, breathing entity that holds the key to the planet's health. It is a world of breathtaking wonder and profound danger, where life and death are locked in an eternal dance. From the crushing power of the anaconda to the microscopic threat of the mosquito, the Amazon teaches us a crucial lesson. The greatest dangers are not always the most obvious. Its true mysteries compel us to look closer, to understand deeper, and to respect the intricate balance of this incredible world. Which of the Amazon's creatures do you find most fascinating? Share your thoughts below, and continue to explore the untamed wonders of our planet.